The unbearable weight of massive talent ending explained in detail. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is an action comedy that takes breaking the fourth wall to a new level. The film stars Nicolas Cage as Nick Cage, a fictional version of the actor, who finds himself in a dire situation he never expected while on a trip. Several actors have played themselves in films over the years, but The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent takes the concept in an entirely new direction. The film capitalizes on the charms and career of its star while setting up a central friendship that will likely have audiences talking for a while. The premise itself sounds wild and ridiculous. Nick Cage is paid $1 million to appear at a billionaire's birthday party before being roped into working alongside the CIA. The film's twists, turns, and ending confirm that if anyone was up to the task of playing himself, it's Nicolas Cage. Nick Cage offers to collaborate with Javi Pedro Pascal, but he learns quite a few things about himself and his life along the way. Here is the ending explained, including the real meaning and why Cage plays a non-existent version of himself on screen. Why the CIA chose Nick Cage as a spy. Vivian and Martin were desperate. They had been tailing Javi Gutierrez for some time, utterly convinced he was the head of the cartel who ordered the kidnapping of Maria Delgado. It's not ideal for the CIA to bring in a civilian to help on a mission. However, Vivian was especially frustrated because the CIA could not get additional intel on Javi without an inside man. Nick Cage's arrival in Mallorca allowed Vivian and Martin to gain access to the Gutierrez estate. Nicolas Cage's becoming a spy allowed him to flex his acting skills in an unstable environment. He was used to acting on a set with lines to read. Cage was completely out of his depth as a spy, but it proved he could pull off an impromptu performance. The CIA employing Nick Cage wasn't exactly the smartest thing to do. However, they were out of options, and using an actor to get them what they wanted, no matter how terrible a plan, was better than sitting around and waiting for Lucas and his men to kill Maria. Is Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent real? Why Cage plays himself? The film is based on the idea of Nicolas Cage. Several story elements bring in parts of Cage's real life, including the movies he starred in over the decades. However, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent isn't based on anything that may have happened in real life. Cage portrays a fictional version of himself because Tom Gormican and Kevin Etten wanted to celebrate the actor and wrote the script to do as much. Nicolas Cage turned down playing a fictional version of himself several times before finally agreeing to join the film. At its heart, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is meant to develop a character who is more of an egotistical iteration of a beloved real-life actor. Nick Cage's family is nothing like the actor's real family, nor is he very similar to Nicolas Cage, who has revealed he was terrified regarding playing this particular role via Entertainment Weekly. The film ultimately capitalizes on the persona of Cage and how it might be perceived, all while still leaning into dramatizing a version of him that doesn't exist. Every version of Nick Cage explained. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent follows a fictionalized version of Nicolas Cage, but aspects of the character are based on the real-life actor. The film sees Nicolas Cage playing Nick Cage, the latter a version of the film's main character, who is, in turn, drawing from the actor and his career. Nick Cage has many of the same attributes as his real-life counterpart. They've been in the same movies and have had a similar career trajectory, with Nicolas Cage having starred in several indie films before his return to the silver screen in a big blockbuster movie.